I'm Renee.
And I'm Anthony, and we are the voices, healers, and channelers behind Blue Soul Earth. We connect to higher levels of consciousness to bring forth divine energies, to heal and to teach ancient wisdom.
These energies that we access from higher dimensions largely consist of the ascended masters that humanity across cultures knows really well. They are many, but they speak collectively as one voice. And for simplicity's sake, we call them our spirit team.
How we channel as a couple is very unique. The energies we channel come down through Renee's crown chakra, through her solar plexus, into my solar plexus, and then back up through my crown chakra, and it forms a three-dimensional triangle that's used to heal and to teach.
These energies flow through us a bit like an infinity eight. The symbolism behind why and how this happens is actually pretty profound.
It's actually accessing divine feminine and divine masculine energies, weaving them together to form one energy to heal and to teach.
We will be channeling different topics in roughly 10 to 15 minute segments that will be part of our Blue Soul Wisdom series.
So if you're just starting out on your spiritual journey,
or if you'd like to access higher levels of consciousness,
or you'd like to take your healing practice to the next level,
then join us.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Renee, and we're here today to talk about the chakra system. It's certainly an old system that many ancient practices from around the world are aware of, know about, and have used as a way to heal energetically.
And for us, our principal way of healing is through the chakras and the Merkabah body.
We will also speak about the Merkabah energetic light body system that exists around all of us, what exists there, and why it's important to understand. We will also be bringing forth our spirit team, which is largely made up of ascended masters, to have a chat about the chakra system, how it's used for healing in different ways, and also to remember that it's not specific to one system. In fact, many cultures around the world use the chakra system as a way to heal and tap into energetically, but they just may call it something else. So Anthony is connecting to our guides now and is bringing them forth so we can have a conversation.
It's always an honor and privilege to be in your presence, Gaia. Thank you for receiving us.
Thanks for being here, guys. We're talking about one of your favorite topics.
Which is what?
Energy.
Chakras. Merkabah.
Yes.
Things of that nature.
Absolutely.
First, we will tell you this. Get to know the first 7 foundations, the 7 chakras within the body. Start there. And then when you go from there, you will start to see that there are others as well. Each individual that works with the chakras at times will see other chakras within the body as well. It is not that they're wrong. It's just that they are having insights to other chakras that do exist. Believe it or not, the chakras do extend from the crown up and from the base below, if there is a top and a bottom anyway.
And there's also micro chakras that exist within each layer as well.
That is correct, but you must be very familiar with different frequencies. Not many can see micro chakras, but those who are willing to put in the time can. Now, for the first 7 chakras, you must get to know them very well, as you and Anthony have done. We are going to take you beyond that in time. But these are the main chakras that we work with, through you, to help heal the human body. We also have shown you the caduceus, both the feminine and masculine energies that run through all human beings, and how they circle the chakra areas as well.
They circle more like an infinity 8, wrapping around the chakra system.
Yes, you could say that. That is true. And around each chakra they are wrapped. It is a way to keep the chakras balanced, and it is a way to keep human beings balanced as well. When there is an imbalance, there is an imbalance in the chakras. And when there is an imbalance, there is an imbalance in the caduceus as well. It is your job for you and Anthony to bring balance again to the DNA structures, to the caduceus, and also to the chakra areas.
So, to balance the masculine and the feminine.
That is correct. We're showing him right now that the chakras actually extend very high, above the crown chakra, and very below the base chakra as well. The chakras, when they are in perfect harmony, they will extend outward 6 meters, as you call it, give or take 1 or 2. 26 feet, give or take 1 or 2. That's a big distance, isn't it?
It is, significantly so.
This is another reason why you might think that you're not connected with others, but you are. Everybody is connected together through their own chakras. You just don't know it. Nevertheless, we will tell you this. One thing that we have shown you is that around all of the chakras, there is something that is called spirit. This is what you may refer to as breath. Spirit is a form. It is, how do we call it? How would you call it? It is the breath of source energy that is around all of the chakras. Around the body, it encompasses it. It keeps it there. It is like the circle that you imagine around yourself. Think about that. Around the spirit, there's something else. It is your soul. It is your soul that is around the spirit. And in between that, there is something that you refer to as nous, N-O-U-S. We don't refer to it as nous, but you do.
It's an ancient Greek term.
Yes. It's a form that represents a communication between both spirit and soul. It does exist, just like this in your brain. The communication between the right and left hemispheres is the corpus callosum. What's between the soul and the spirit is the nous. It's a communication between both. So you see, you have God, the breath of God there, communicating with you, your soul, that which runs up and down your chakras, the caduceus, if you will, your DNA structures. That too is very important. Do you know what that is? That is your higher self. That is your consciousness. It is within your consciousness, or within this part of your structures, your DNA, that is where consciousness is created. So you see, you have a higher consciousness. You have the Spirit of God, and you have the soul, all combined as one.
So what you're referring to is all of this existing in that outer field around the body that goes 26 or so feet that we speak about. Some refer to it as the Merkabah body. There's other names for it as well. Can you speak to how these energy systems that communicate with each other exist in a quantum state?
Within the Merkabah body, which is actually the soul itself,
how the fields communicate to each other?
Well, that is simple. It was in a quantum state of energy. All things communicate within a quantum state of energy. Now, in order to keep the engine running smoothly, you must keep the body, physical body, in shape. You are what you eat, aren't you? Keep the physical body in good form. Keep the spiritual body in good form, and have a healthy balance between both. When there is an imbalance in one or the other, it will affect the body and the spirit and the body. Many times you will refer to as higher consciousness as the soul itself as well. But there is a distinction between the three. Things always come in threes, don't they?
3, 3, 3.
Yes. 3, 3, 3. Even though you may not believe that there is a God, your higher consciousness can still communicate with it anyway. So you see, whether you are an atheist or you are polytheistic, no matter what it is that you believe in, you are always connected to source energy in any case. Nevertheless, you will always be connected. Even when you think you're disconnected, you're connected.
And what is the difference between that consciousness state, or the higher consciousness, and our soul?
That is a good question, isn't it? When you have all three of them connected perfectly, that is when you can connect to source energy and you manifest whatever it is that you desire in your life.
That sounds like the key to the universe.
Thank you, Gaia, for receiving us. It is time for us to take leave.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. So our guides now, they take a step back and they unplug from Anthony's energy body, the auric field in which they come through, to communicate and to connect in this dimension. And you are back.
More or less.
So we so appreciate you joining us. This is an important system for us all to understand. And even if you are a yogi and familiar with the chakras at a basic level, do a little research and do a little digging and understand that energy body a little bit better.
Thank you for coming, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Thanks so much, and we hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye now.